off each store, got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones, throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal, when I put my foot on, I got to put on, I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton, receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it.
Oh, damn!
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not power up and got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat with state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions, when I speak they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Yeah. When I've been up this When I've been up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up his magic.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Oakland Raiders. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be fielded at the 6. What was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Humphries now to return.
Hey, that's the way you finish, boy. Finish strong. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, 360, orange.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Love dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
And it's third down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Love trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, we're good. You ready?
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds Corey Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Okay, ready? Check 53. I'm scared. Ready, go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. Set. 50-50. Play. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. And go.
Derrick Henry looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. In on the stoppage to hear Whitehead.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. He's got Lewis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Here we go. 70 inches. Come on. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Go.
A first down carry for Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Raiders' 43-yard line.
Ready. Cam Lobo. Marcus, defense, Marcus.
2nd and 11. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have a 24-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Henry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11.
Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score.
The first quarter with the score Titans 9, Raiders 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Love. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Down. 185. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
On 2nd and 7, Carr forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jayon Brown. Able to run him down for a loss of a yard. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A 31-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught by Brown. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
People are worried about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60
On 1st and 10, Love sets up the screen to Lewis. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Being chased out left. Letting one go deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 8, 3, 53, 53.
From the gun, Love. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will get it at their 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. Heavy.
Shotgun now for Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing to start the drive. Love. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Operating from the gun. Love. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Carl try it again on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Carr now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Monday, down. 180. Easy, easy. Kill.
Mike 55, Mike 55. You.
On first down, Carr. He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Here we go. 70 Indy. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Let's go.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Purdue.
Carr going to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Jones has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Get your swarm on. Switch.
Go Chiefs.
Check 50. He's checking. Crash. Check 24.
Get set.
Carr now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Maurice Hurst. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Monday, down. 180.
Check 55 to right. Quit talking about it.
Deuce 19.
It's a safety creek. No. Off. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 36. Under 10. 10. Safe.
Back up.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Check 99.
OP.
Check 6 guard.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Carr now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Sponge. No.
To throw again. Carr. Catch made. It's Moreau. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
61, matchbox lights.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Down. 180.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Alert 3, alert 3. Lie down. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
You're mine.
Shift, shift, shift.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Take 4, take 4.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Right. Slam, slam, slam. Check safety, check safety.
White. You gonna take.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. But they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Jones. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready? Showing up, showing up. White.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Okay, break.
53 is the mic.
All day, all day.
On the draw, this is Lewis. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Love. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Jones on the return. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Exit. 6:37. 55, Mark, got 55.
Throwing again. Carr. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown. his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
694. White Monday down.
Carr to throw again. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Maurice Hurst picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Max Crosby. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. He's crashing. He's checking crack. 25, check 25.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bandit. Slam.
Later one.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Undercrush.
Check.
Check 3.
Mark 55.
From the gun, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
He wasn't ready.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 52.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Slam, slam.
That's it.
They'll run forward with a fullback Sherman. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky though. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
Check out route. Hot, hot.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, 9. Hey, one set. Check right 54. Right 54.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Switch. 6-6. Pull it high.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Joker. Watch twist. Check.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Raiders, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.